Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Sarah Vaughan. Not my first time hearing her. She's just the gold standard in my mind for so many jazz songs. But I have not heard her sing this song or seen this performance. So today we are watching her sing the song Maria. This is live from Sweden in 1964. Here we go.
Met a girl named Maria. Suddenly that name will never ever be the same. Maria.
Hold on. We're gonna just do this all over again. Oh my gosh. This is one of the million reasons that, I'm speechless. Her intuition, her choices, everything is just so dialed in. It's just perfection. Also, this trio, good gravy. When you have such incredible musicians who are so not only well connected to the music but to each other, their timing, everything, oh my gosh, I love it. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna try and stop and start a little bit. We're gonna talk about her voice. I promise we'll get to the technique. Love this opening. You can hear how much she's taking advantage of nasal resonance. It all feels very light and very forward. And obviously, if you've heard any of her recordings, she has so many colors. She has so many colors that she has access to in her voice. And this is just like the tip of the iceberg. And I love that she's utilizing that forward placement because we're still getting the richness of her voice to a degree, but it's a way of keeping things nice and light. And of course, with the opening of this song, sort of setting the mood, setting the tone. It's just so gorgeous. And then her vibrato. I'll try not to talk about it again, but I've always loved her vibrato. It's just got this gorgeous, it's not even fluttery, but it's got this, it's a slightly faster rate, but it just feels so alive. And the way she utilizes it in anything she sings, it's stunning. Okay.
Maria, 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 Maria. All the beautiful songs of the world in a single met a girl named Maria. Suddenly that name will never ever be the same. He just kissed a girl named Maria.
Hold on. That transition into this section is that, it's like you can barely hear it in the instruments, and you just sort of feel this pulsing that's coming over you, and it's so alluring and dreamlike. And I love that it is so different from what you would hear in the musical, but also so similar. It's just, it's so captivating. So when she gets into this next section, that's when we get a little bit more open pharyngeal space. I feel like we get a little bit more oral cavity space. So we're getting these kind of warmer tones starting to settle in, maybe not quite as much forward placement as we heard at the beginning. So it's building, and it's creating just this added dimension and this new level to this song. And then eventually you can almost see her neck widen a little bit. She might be depressing the larynx a little bit, even fuller, bigger, warmer sounds that come after that. And it's just, this progression is so captivating, whilst in the background you have this little these just tiny little hints of the orchestration underneath. I don't know, it's brilliant. I'm just gonna go back. Also, pay attention to her phrasing. I mean, the fact that she is just sustaining these incredibly long lines for the sake of the music.
Maria, he just
like that.
met a girl named Maria. Suddenly that name will never ever be the same. He just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria,
that's another thing. I think one of the reasons I fell in love with her so early on, especially because I came from a classical singing background, is she wasn't afraid, even though strictly when I think Sarah Vaughan, I think jazz, period, done. But she incorporated a lot of techniques that we would see in classical singing. So for me, she made jazz so much more approachable before I even entered the realm of contemporary music. And in this case, you can hear her flip into head voice. It's still very warm, it's still very powerful, and still very strong, but she didn't shy away from techniques and sounds that I feel have been almost separated even more today. You don't hear this typically from jazz singers, and again, it's just so stunning. Here we go.
And suddenly found.
You know what, that was a beautiful example, because she's got this spread, and then all of a sudden, and suddenly, she creates a different sound just by changing the shape of her vowels.
And suddenly found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud, and there's music playing. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. Maria, he'll never stop saying, marry you. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. He'll never stop saying, Maria. Beautiful sound he ever heard. Maddie,
I just want to go back just a little bit. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's just so much variety, and I love the way she kind of goes in and out between that conversational approach that's a little bit more reminiscent of her speaking voice, and then a slightly more covered approach, or a slightly more open pharyngeal space. I mean, we get so much variety from not even one sentence to the next. It's really about the words and the intention behind every single word.
He'll never stop saying, Maria.
I love her vowel choice. I'm sorry. I want to, again. So she was doing that Maria it was so small and so narrow, and it was such a gorgeous vowel choice because you can do so much with that neutral position as opposed to spreading Maria. It just gave her, like if you're at a fork in a road and you've got this big spread, you've only got so many options. Whereas if you are just, keeping everything very neutral and very contained, you've got a million options. And I feel like every time she finished singing Maria, we got something different after it. I can't even remember what I was going to say. I was just so taken aback. Here we go.
The most beautiful sound he
We're gonna listen to that again. That was one of those moments of contrast where it was so full and lush, and then she just backed off with that next phrase to make it so delicate and so refined. And oh my gosh.
most beautiful sound he
She could just do it all. I mean, she had so much variety in her sound, in the colors she produced, in the textures she produced, the volume, everything. It was so spectacular to see and to hear because her understanding of her instrument was just next level. I have no words. No matter the genre she sang, I think she would have been a star. And I love that we get to hear, again, I think of jazz when I think of Sarah Vaughan, but even just hearing her in this, if she had done musical theater, if she had done opera, I'm sure if she wanted to do more closer to like soul and R&B, all of the things she could, because she just had so much ability and her intuition, her musical intuition was just impeccable. The choices she made, I feel like any song you listen to, she just takes you on a journey, and it's so exciting. And the way she uses dynamic contrast to really bring you in, she doesn't just, obviously there are songs where we want volume and we want to be like blown away, but then there are also moments where as a listener you want to be drawn in and you want to work for it to like really hear and to absorb and take in everything that an artist is creating. And she gives us those moments, but I just okay, I'm done. I have nothing more to contribute. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.